Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would do my October favorites for you. First of all, I can't believe it's already the end of October. Crazy. Happy Halloween. It's Halloween Day. I'm not sure if this will go up today or not, but if it doesn't, I hope you had a great Halloween and a great Friday. But I thought I would talk about some of the things I've been loving, and specifically, there's 3 eye palettes that I've just been in love with this month, so I thought I would share them because you can buy all of them at Sephora, and I know Sephora is going to be having their VIB 20% off sale starting next week, I think. So I thought I'd talk about the eye palettes and then a couple other things that have been favorites for me personally, and then something that's, I don't know if I'm ready to call it a fail or not, but we'll talk about that at the end. So let's talk about the eye palettes first of all. There's 3 of them that I've just been loving, and I've already talked about a couple of them, but I'm going to share them again. And the first one is the Vice 3 palette, Urban Decay Vice 3. I talked about this in a video when I purchased it. I had no intentions of purchasing this palette, but I'm so happy I did. This palette sits out on my vanity. I don't put it away because I use it all the time. It's all, I mean, you've seen it. It's a great palette. There's great transition colors. There's a mix of mattes and satins. There's no real over-the-top glitter in here that you really can't wear. Maybe Bobby Dazzle, maybe the one white one. But I've been loving this palette, just loving it. So I think it's $60. So, you know, if you're a VIB and you get the discount, you'd get $12 off. So I think this is a good investment. The shadows are pretty good. They blend beautifully. Even the mattes are very, very wearable, very, very usable. So I've been impressed with that palette, and I just love it. Another one I already talked about, but I love, and this is perfect for, you know, if you love warm browns and, you know, you're a blue-eyed person, but this is the Stila Eyes Are the Window Shadow Palette in the color Soul. And this again is a mix of mattes and satins, all very wearable. There's a couple cool tones in here, but I would say it's mostly a warm neutral palette. And again, I use this all the time. This is a great palette for travel because, sorry about the lighting, because it's small enough. You can throw it in, you know, your suitcase. You know, the palette is thin enough. There's enough colors in here to make multiple eye looks, you know, for a short vacation or whatever. And there's even, you know, this dark color you could use for liner. You could use the dark brown as well. But I do wish this black were a little bit deeper black, but it's still very, very usable. And again, there are no shadows in here that I think are not usable, even on a mature eye. So I love these. They blend beautifully. They wear all day for me. Yeah, I think this was a great investment. If you know that you're not someone who will use the colored shadows in the Vice 3 palette, this might be the perfect palette for you if you're a neutral eye look person. And then the last one, I'm not sure I've shared on YouTube yet, but I fell in love with this palette. And it is the Smashbox Cherry Smoke Photo Op Eyeshadow Palette. So there are 8 shadows in here and a big mirror over here, and they're really, really nice shadows. There's a mix of mattes and satins. There's no glitter bombs here, but this is a beautiful matte all over the eye or brow bone highlight. This is a nice soft lid color, you know, just like a taupey brown, and then you have like a warm eye look and a cooler toned eye look. When I bought this, I used it every day for like a week. I just love these shadows. So again, you can get this at Sephora on the VIB. I think this is $39, so you know, you'd get almost $8 off. So I think this is a great palette. Again, this is a nice palette for travel because, you know, you could do natural looks, you could do smoky looks if you needed to. You know, there's a deep color you could use for a liner in here. I really, really like this palette. So again, I wanted to talk about it. And again, this one sits out because I use it all the time. And I will say this, this red-brown color, it's like a cherry chocolate. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I've been wearing it quite a bit. So the shadows in here are all very nicely pigmented. They blend beautifully on the eye. I don't get fallout from any of them. I think it's a really great palette. I like Smashbox shadows. Sometimes in their huge palettes, you know, they're a little bit inconsistent in their quality. In this palette, they're absolutely beautiful. And the last thing I'm going to talk about that you can get at Sephora that is a absolute love for me, and I only got a small one of these. I got this with a 100 Point Perk, and it's the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Bigger, blacker, badder. I think this is a fantastic mascara. It's really, really black. It isn't so much lengthening, but it's very, very volumizing. I can really build this up on my lashes. And when I like use 2 to 3 coats of this, I get a ton of compliments on my lashes. And I get people asking all the time, do you have individual lashes on? Are you wearing false lashes? So I am going to stock up on this for the VIB sale. It's, again, the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. It's not waterproof, but it doesn't flake on me at all. I have a lot of allergies. It doesn't seem to run on me at all, even when my eyes are watering. And it's pretty easy to get off because it's not waterproof. So you don't have to tug at the lashes to get this off. I love it. Love it. So I'm stocking up on that. Okay, now the rest of my favorites are not, I don't think you can get any of these at Sephora. So the first one is a new blush that I bought from Chanel, and this is from the holiday collection, and it's in the color Caress, which is just a beautiful peachy orange. It's got some shimmer in it, so if you're not a shimmer person, this might not be for you, but it's not over the top shimmery. I think it's so, so beautiful. I don't need another blush, but when I saw this and put it on, I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm wearing it today. I'm not sure how well the lighting's going to show it, but I love it, and I just love the scent of a Chanel blush. Here, I'll swatch it for you. There it is on my finger. You can see it's a beautiful peachy orange. I don't know if you'll see it on my hand. Let me see if I can build it up a little bit, because I'm so fair, but it's right here. It's beautiful on the cheek, and like I said, I'm wearing that today, and I really like it. I'm glad I bought it. I do believe it's still available. It's part of the, it's a limited edition color, part of the holiday collection, so if you want it, you're gonna have to get it now. But I was able to get one, so love it. And then the next thing is a lip combo that I've been loving. One of the products is new, one of them is not. So I'll talk about the one that's not first, and it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Lip Pencil, and this is in the color Nude. This is probably my third one of these. It's just a, you know, it's just a nude color. It leans, I don't know, maybe there's a little rose in it, I don't know. But it, on me, it really is a good nude liner. I like the double wear liners because they stay a long time, but they're pretty creamy. You see how well that went on. But it does stay on the lips quite nicely, and helps to keep everything from feathering. And then on top of it, I am wearing one of the new Chanel Rouge Allure gloss, and I'm wearing it in the color Sensible, which looks very nude on my lips. This is the new packaging for the Rouge Allure lip glosses. For those of you who haven't seen it, it mimics the Rouge Allure lipsticks. So you just push down on the top and it pops up, and then you pull out the wand, and it's one of the new kind of, you know, wedge-shaped wands, which makes it nice to work with. And this is just a nice pinky peach color. But on me, because of the pigmentation in my lips, it looks very nude. So there they are together. Here's the gloss, and there's the lip liner. They look beautiful. It looks much brighter on my hand than it does on my lip because my lip pigmentation. So this gives me just sort of a beautiful nude lip. What I like about these, the Rouge Allure glosses, is it's kind of a mix of a gloss and a lipstick. They're quite opaque, and they're ever so slightly sticky, but not, like my lips aren't sticking together when I talk and that kind of thing, but if I go out and it's windy, my hair is going to stick to my lips. But I like them because they wear a long time because they're ever so slightly sticky. And they're not all glittery like a lot of the Glossomers are from Chanel. And I just love the packaging. I mean, come on. The only thing is you're never going to know whether you're running out or not, but they also have some new colors in that formula from Chanel. They've got a beautiful nude that I want to pick up called Sensual. And then they've got some beautiful dark fall colors that are just stunning. And now the color Pirate, which is the classic Chanel red, comes in this gloss as well. So if you're a red lip person, you might want to check that out as well. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about, I'm not sure I'm ready to call it a fail or not yet, but I'm definitely underwhelmed compared to some of the other things I've purchased recently. So I'm just not sure. Maybe I need to play with it a little more, but I wasn't overwhelmed by it. So, and don't shoot me, but it is the Lorac Mega Pro palette. So you've seen this all over YouTube. I'll show it. I almost dropped it. I'll show it briefly. You know, it's just a 32 shadow palette. There's a nice range of shadow colors. You know, there's 16 mattes and 16 shimmers. There's only one that's got glitter. This indigo color has a lot of glitter. It's really not wearable for me because there's a lot of fallout and it's dark kind of fallout, so you see it. There's a couple really pretty colors in here. This, you know, Merlot and Mulberry are really kind of unique for me. But what I find is when I use this palette, first of all, the mattes are very powdery, which is typical for Lorac, and I can work with that because I know they're powdery and you just, you know, tap them off a little bit before you put them on. But what I find is that when you use them and you blend them, you know, when you blend the colors, everything sort of blends out and together. So you don't you have to constantly rebuild the color, and then as you blend the edges of that, it kind of blends the color away. So when I use this, everything tends to, I don't know, start to look the same, except for a couple of the colors. So again, I think I'm just underwhelmed. I need to play with it a little more. So if you didn't get it, don't be maybe oh so disappointed yet. For instance, like look at this apricot color, how beautiful this is. You know, when it's like an apricot satin shadow, and when I put this on my lid, it's so beautiful, but as soon as you blend it out, it just looks like a cream color shadow. So for me, I don't know. There's lots of colors to play with, but I feel like, you know, when I'm done with my eye and I've blended everything out, it all kind of just looks the same. Nothing stands out. There's nothing over the top except a couple of the colors. So I'm a little bit underwhelmed by that. I own the other two Lorac Pro palettes, and I love them both, and I don't feel the same way about those as I feel about this. So I'm not sure if there's a little formula difference, or maybe it's just the colors I've been using. So I'm going to play with that a little bit more, but I'm definitely underwhelmed by this palette. So that is it for my October favorites, and I'm not ready to call it a fail yet, but you know, it is what it is. So that's it for today. Let me know what your favorites have been for the month of October, and if you had any fails. If you own the Mega Pro palette, let me know what you think. Or if you own any of these other products, let us know what you think. I know people like to read the comments and you know, see what people are enjoying and not liking, because we're all different and our opinions are very different and we all use things very differently. So that's it for today. Again, I hope you had a great Halloween, and I will talk to you again soon.